story of Rick and Marsha, who've been married for such a long, long time. They had 5 kids, who had even more kids, and they're still in their prime. 50 years now, the family is so special, and we know that it's much more like a hunch. And dogs and cats and birds and fishies, that's the way that they became the Solomon Bunch. The Solomon Bunch. The Solomon Bunch. That's the way they became the Solomon Bunch.
Hey Mom and Dad, it's Josh, but you already knew that. I mean, you gave me my name, but you didn't just give me my name, you gave me life. You brought this soul of mine to this earth and gave me life and filled it with extraordinary, unconditional love. You know, how do I put that in words? But I think the beauty of this is that it doesn't have to be articulated. It's nice when it is, but it's something that we can all feel. The thread of our connection and our relationship since day one. Rick, Marsha, Mom, Dad, happy 50th anniversary.
Mom, Dad, Mom Solomon, Dad Solomon, Grandpa, Bubby. I want to congratulate you both on your anniversary.
We are very excited, first of all, that Michelle and Matt got together. We got a package to unwrap soon in February, and we couldn't be happier with their get together. And then we were blessed meeting Rick and Marsha, and we couldn't be more happy for them. And we all just want to say it's happy anniversary, and we're glad to be with you on this wonderful occasion.
Thank you for inviting us to be part of a very nice celebration, and happy anniversary.
Love you both.
Yeah, Mom and Dad, you've been like parents for me, my whole life, 30 years.
Hey, Bubby and Grandpa, I love you and I hope you have a happy anniversary.
Hi, Uncle Rick and Aunt Marsha. Happy anniversary. Happy 50th anniversary.
Happy 50th anniversary. I love you guys so much.
Happy anniversary.
Happy anniversary.
Put it on me. Say it. Happy anniversary, guys, to the Solomons.
Many more years ahead.
How many years is it?
Best wishes.
I don't know. How many?
It's probably like 60 or 70.
I don't think so.
It's a long time. But happy anniversary from Phoenix, Arizona.
Bye, guys.
Aunt Marsha and Uncle Rick, I'd like to congratulate you on your 50th year anniversary.
Hi, guys. We just wanted to wish you a happy anniversary.
Hi, Rick and Marsha. Happy 50th anniversary. What an amazing accomplishment. You both definitely were made for each other.
Hi, Aunt Marsha, Uncle Rick. Mazel Tov on 50 years of marriage. So excited to be at your house.
I'm just dropping by to say happy anniversary to Rick and Marsha, two of my very favorite people.
I want to wish you a happy 50th anniversary, and my special New Year's wish is for all of us to have a happy, healthy, and prosperous new year.
Hey, Rick and Marsha, I'm so glad that we're able to participate in your 50th wedding anniversary celebration.
Hi, Rick and Marsha. Happy anniversary.
Congratulations. We were just talking about how amazing that is, and if we make it to 50 years, how lucky and excited we will be.
So we have some questions here that Lori put together so that we could share some memories. So she asked about, do you have a favorite vacation? I think summers in Montauk at the surf club stand out. Sleeping under the stairway in the closet gave an extra cozy feeling for some reason. Summers in the Poconos, going to Disney World when Matt was a baby, that was a very magical experience. But I think everything was really special when we were together. It's true. I mean, taking road trips in the van just to Woodmere to visit Grandma Edie and Papu. We would sing a cappella and rhythm sections, make noises, drum noises and cymbal noises in the van and joke. I mean, you guys are so full of love and life and infuse that into all of us that pretty much made the whole childhood a very happy memory. You know, no matter what we were doing or where we were going, it was about being together, and it still is.
The best part of spending time with them is probably Grandpa's silliness and Bubby's like sweetness. And whenever Grandpa makes like a joke or something like that, it's like really funny, and Bubby always looks at him like, oh my.
What's the silliest thing that Grandpa does?
Well, Grandpa does a lot of silly things.
25 years ago now, on your 25th anniversary, you went on your first cruise and decided to leave me in charge of, I guess it was of Matt and Josh. I was home from college on a break, and I decided that it would be fine to let Josh just stay home from school so we can hang out and we can watch, David Letterman, or just hang out and watch TV together and stuff. And, school got in the way of us, hanging out. And so for we flipped a coin, and I wanted it to be fair. So every day we flipped a coin, and if it was heads or tails, he could stay home. But if it landed on the side and it stayed on the side, he'd have to go to school. And funny thing is, it never landed on the side. It never stayed on the side. So Josh got to stay home. We had a great time. And when you found out about it, I should have been in a lot of trouble. I mean, I was supposed to be trusted and responsible for, Josh and making sure that he went to school and everything. But you just laughed it off, and it was okay, or at least it seemed like it was okay. And it was just kind of like, it was cool. It was just like we had that time together, and there was not really any big repercussions. And I knew that it would be okay to do that.
We shared so many great times over the years. My special memories include our cruises to the Caribbean and to Bermuda, from finding pizza on Martinique to a trip up the mountain in St. Croix to see the roosters. And who can forget our September trip to Kiowa Island, eventually seeing the alligator sunning itself on the banks of the lagoon.
My fondest memories with you and Marsha are sitting on the beach at Kiowa, sailing to Bermuda together.
Backyard get-togethers so that we could plot the sale of Bolognium. The list goes on and on and on.
Those wonderful summer evenings that we spent with you in your backyard, coming up with these really strange ideas of, what was it?
Bolognium. We invented new elements after an afternoon of a few too many mudslides.
That's right. And also greeting cards where you really truly expressed your feelings.
We can't say what some of those are right now.
Not at this point.
Going shopping for wedding dresses, Aunt Marsha's bridal shower, or being the flower girl at your wedding. Thanks for inviting me.
I have such memories growing up with you guys. I felt like going to your house was special and warm, and my heart was whole when I was there, and you guys were more like parents to me than an aunt and uncle.
Was there a moment that you realized mom and dad were a couple and not just mom and dad?
Yeah, there was. I don't know how old I was. I mean, I guess 10, 11, 12, I don't know. They were like hugging and slow dancing in the kitchen and being really cute and romantic. And for the first time in my life, I realized that they were a couple that loved each other. They weren't just my parents, but that they had their own special relationship. And that was an awesome thing for a kid to see. And I guess to this day now, I'm still aware that they're not just mom and dad, but that they are a couple too.
They always have room for one more person, and they've always treated me as their own, and I've always felt included and loved.
That's one of the biggest lessons, that there's always another table setting that we can put out. There's always room for one more in the house, at the table, or in our hearts, or in our friendship, or a way to expand the family. So there's always room for one more. And if there's not room for one more, just rent a tent. And, then there'll be room for 80 more.
Rick and Marsha sitting in a tree. K-I-S-S-I-N-G.
And because of that moment, we've met some very nice people.
Rick and Marsha, you made us feel like family from day one.
We are so happy to be here celebrating with you.
And you continue to accept strays from New Jersey. So I thank you very much for welcoming this stray kid into your home and into your life. You never once made me feel like I was anything less than a part of your family. Either your children, your grandchildren, you really are wonderful and terrific human beings. Always feel a sense of warmth when we're in your home or in your presence.
Whenever I am with you guys, I definitely feel the love, feel a lot of connection, and you can see that your marriage has totally been reflected with your children that we've been lucky enough to have as part of our life, and we hope we can give all the love that you two have created to our kids.
I first met Rick and Marsha 2 years ago on New Year's Day. I was meeting my boyfriend's family for the first time, so I was understandably nervous, and my son was with me as well. But from the moment we stepped in the house, we felt the love and we were embraced and accepted completely, and I've felt that love ever since. It's been my honor and privilege to be a part of this family, and I can say that I'm awed by the legacy they've created, this legacy of love. Wherever they go, they spread it around, and they collect people in a good way.
And I must have somehow knew that I'd be part of this awesome, loving, generous, kind family and close, loving family. I knew somehow. So here I am 26 years later, still part of this awesome family. And they treat me just like a daughter.
You both are very warm and loving to everyone that steps into your life, and I definitely felt that from the moment I met you both. Matt has so many great qualities because of you both, and he's an amazing man, and I really owe it to you both for that, and I'm so thankful.
Several times I've been lucky enough to come to Rick and Marsha's house. And it's just a big house full of love and kids and grandkids and pets and warmth and love and freedom. And it's one of my favorite places in the world to go. So, anybody who knows Rick and Marsha knows that it's a real treat, and that their love together enhances and encompasses everybody around them.
I feel very connected to all of the traditions that you guys share, and even the one for birthdays when you guys blow out the candles first and then sing happy birthday. I've never met anybody that does that, but it just feels like very like I'm home.
Together, you have created a warm, loving, safe, and accepting home, which has always been and will continue to be my refuge from the world.
I admire how Marsha and Rick really always go above and beyond to make sure that all people and all animals feel seen and valued and included and loved and accepted. They truly put family above anything and everything else, and they make sure people feel like family, which is awesome.
Hi, Marsha and Rick. Just wanted to wish you a very, very happy 50th wedding anniversary. My favorite Marsha and Ricky story would be the year that we had matzo balls and Michael's Band-Aid fell into one. That one always makes me smile. And yeah, so many memories, so many funny, happy, loving, warm times with the both of you. So happy 50th, and here's to 50 more.
Hi, Marsha and Rick. Wanted to wish you a happy anniversary. I have a lifetime of memories to share, from birthdays and weddings and school performances and all kinds of holidays that we've spent together.
How do you think Bubby and Grandpa met?
I think they met. So I think their parents like knew each other or something, or like cousin Ricky might have like known Grandpa's mom, like Grandma Edie, or something, and then they got put on like a secret date, kind of, and and then they fall in love. Like, it was a secret date. Like, their parents or something like that happened or something.
Mm-hmm. Good.
How do you think they met?
Well, probably when Bubby was just sitting on... Oh, I know how. Cousin Ricky showed up with Grandpa in the car or something, and Cousin Ricky was like, "Hey, Bubby, I think you should come outside. I got a person in the car that would like to date you for the rest of your life."
I guess the memory that I think of probably was the first time Marsha and Rick met. Hub and I introduced you. We set up a double date, and we wound up going to a very exotic place, Kitty City, on Northern Boulevard in Bayside. We went on rides, we ate junk food, and that was the beginning of a beautiful life together. Happy anniversary. Enjoy every moment of every day, and just look around you to see all of the happiness that you've brought to so many people. I love you both.
It happened over 50 years ago. 5 words were said. Why don't you ask Rick? Now, those 5 words were uttered by me when our next door neighbor and good friend, Herbert Rosenberg, who we tenderly always called Hubba, came to me and said he was engaged to someone who had a cousin that was interested, possibly, in dating, a nice young gentleman. So I asked her age and so on, and I felt that this young lady would be more age appropriate for my brother Rick. So I said, well, I told him those 5 words that changed the world for the Solomon family forever.
You guys have been an inspiration for marriage, for love, for parenting, for my whole life. I feel every time we spend with you is special and fun and lovely and wonderful.
This is a very special time, not only for you both, but for everybody to see the love that you both share.
50 years. So many highs, lows, so many simchas and sorrows, so much to celebrate and so much to overcome. And still, you're so much in love.
How do you think they stayed in love for so long? Almost 60 years.
Well, there's only pretty much 2 answers. Releasing and love. Like, literally, that's just it. And also, there's no fighting at all. Like, I've never heard Bubby or Grandpa fight with anybody. Mm-hmm.
Nice.
That's awesome.
Good.
Yeah.
What do you think they love about each other?
They love everything about each other, I would think.
Well, I know that they definitely love each other because they've been married for 50 years. But I think they like about each other is that one does the cooking and the other does the cleaning. So it's really it's good and stuff.
Hi, so what do Bubby and Grandpa do that makes you feel special?
They always get me things when I say no, it's okay, you don't have to get me it.
Mm-hmm.
When there's a really cool toy in the, when if we go to a store and then I'm with Bubby and Grandpa and then I find a really cool toy, a really special thing. And then I'm like, oh, I really wish I could have that. And then Bubby and Grandpa are like, oh, you can get it. I'll buy it for you. And then I'm like, no, you really don't have to. They really don't have to.
I always love doing stuff with them, and it's really fun, and I love Bubby and Grandpa for how they are and everything.
Is there anything that they do specifically that make you feel special?
Asking whenever they get the chance to take me out.
Yeah, they want to include
to the
you.
stores. Yeah, they want to include me in like everything, which is awesome. I love it.
I'd also like to acknowledge my gratitude for how much time you've spent making this world a better place by teaching a great tool to people. If they choose to use it, they could have a much happier life. It teaches people how to let go of negative feelings, be happier, let go of feelings that can create negative, beliefs, so they can live the life they dream of. And thank you for that.
You guys made parenting 5 children look easy, flawless. You have a beautiful home. And your love for each other is still unbelievable 50 years later. That's definitely something to admire.
What qualities do you have that remind you of mom and dad?
Well, I think that my love for my family, being centered and in the moment as much as I can in my life, I think I learned that from my parents. I guess looking at what is truly important in the world and not focusing on material things or surface things that don't matter so much. I think I learned all of that. I think I have those qualities because of my parents. And I think that I have always been very grateful for everything that I have. And I think that's sort of what my parents show us and how they live their lives. So family and love and being together is the most important thing.
One of the great things is that you both show up where and when and how you're needed for all of us, for all of the 5 kids and for other people in your life. You go to the person that needs the help at the time. It's not just us as your kids, but any family, any friends. Many people have felt safe here in this house, and safe in their relationship with you, of knowing that they're loved and trusted and not judged, and that they're accepted here with you. And so that's a beautiful quality that I got from each of you. You go to who needs the help when they need it, and you just show up. Those are beautiful qualities. And I'm happy to have learned that from you.
Michael, what special memories do you have of Bubby and Grandpa?
So every year around Halloween, we go to this house and there's like a festival, and we go there like every year, and we just have like fun, and we just hang out with each other.
We just wanted you to know we have so many great memories of celebrating holidays with you, whether it's counting down the seconds to a new year, watching fireworks on the 4th of July, or just sitting around having coffee and cake on a Friday or Saturday night, catching up with everybody.
That's my favorite.
We have lots of warm memories of times that we've spent, and looking forward to spending another, I don't know about 50 years, but making a lot more memories to remember.
My best memory, however, is ongoing. It's the love that you have for each other and the love that you share with all that you know.
So lots of special memories with you guys. I would have to say that I remember one in particular, a time with Mom, and I know she was always there taking care of me. I remember not being able to sleep so well one night as a pretty young child, and you coming into the room and getting me and bringing me downstairs into the living room, and it was pretty dark, the lights were off, but the fireplace was lit. And I remember you sitting in a rocking chair and the feeling of what it felt like to have my face kind of squished on your shoulder and your collarbone. I remember feeling a combination of, this is not a very comfortable feeling for my face, and also feeling so comfortable and nurtured and loved. And I remember rocking with you and sort of wanting to fight going to sleep, and you singing the song that you always sang to me about just all the people that love me in my life, and just naming everybody down the list, and the comfort that was so much bigger than, just the moment of having my face squished, but the comfort of my soul and you being there for me. And
Do you have any special memories that you want to share of them?
Well, yeah, like when Bubby and Grandpa would come down to Florida when I was little, my dad and I used to play this game called, which side did they come on, because we live in the middle of the street, and it would vary. But the second they would come into our house, they would put all their bags down, and I would come up to them after greeting them and say, chase you, which is tag for me back then because, And they would always do it, right?
They would always play. They wanted to play right away
Yeah.
when they got there.
What do you love about Bubby and Grandpa?
That they always are so sweet to me, and they love me so much, and that makes me really happy.
Good.
And she's also like really sweet and awesome, and I just love being with her.
I'm very excited for your grandson to come into the world and for them to have you both as grandparents. It's really special how we are now a family. Even though I always felt like I was a part of the family, I feel like I know you both from another lifetime, and I'm sure that that is the truth.
In what ways are you very different from Mom and Dad?
I am very different from Mom and Dad, probably in a lot of ways. I think that I'm much more introverted, although I guess Dad can be introverted. He just also has a very social side. Dad connects well with other people, whereas I think I'm a little more reserved and shy. And just, I guess I don't do as many things or socialize or travel or go out into the world as much as Mom and Dad like to do. Just a little bit more quiet of a person. And I'm not as cool. I'm not as awesome. I don't have the fashion sense that Mom has. And the sense of adventure that my dad has, I don't quite have. But I absolutely think that they are amazing people and would love to be more like them.
I'm different from Bubby and Grandpa because, first of all, I'm not an adult. And also because Bubby and Grandpa don't like video games. I'm like Grandpa because I think I'm funny most of the time. And I'm like Bubby because I'm usually sweet and I love people and animals.
So a happy childhood memory with Dad. Many, so many. But he would put us, when we were little, he would put us in jail, which would mean that he would like grip us tightly or somewhat tightly and tell us that even Superman could never get out of this hold and the Incredible Hulk could never get out of this hold. So we would all wiggle and squirm and power our way out of this, squeeze that he had on us, this big hug. And, and even when we were out, he'd have his eyes closed. Hulk can't get out of this, Superman can't get out of this. And there I was, escaped. So he'd open his eyes in astonishment. How'd you get out of there? That's pretty good for a little boy's ego. Made me feel like I could probably handle a few tough situations, gave me a sense of strength.
Oh, so basically jail is he would I don't know how to he'd basically contain me in his arms and I would have to escape and he's like, you're never ever going to escape from here. 3 seconds later, yeet, I went out. He's like, what? Ow! And he would stay there for a second holding his hands and then I would be notify him that I was out. And he'd be like, what? How did you get out? Yeah, and he's really fun, Grandpa, and I love him. Same with Bobby.
He pretends that I'm in jail. I sit on his lap and then he goes like this. And then he's like, you can never escape it, and he's like this. And then I get out, and then he's like, and then I say, open your eyes, and then I turn around, and then he's like, wait, and then he looks down and he's like, and then he looks at me, and he's like, how did you do that? Once Superman came to jail and he didn't escape.
Yeah, he did that with me when I was little.
But I think the silliest thing he does is probably lock us in jail or don't blame me for your problems or you need to go to the doctor to get your neck fixed when he tickles me here. Yeah.
What is the don't blame me for your problems thing?
He's I would tell him when I was little that he was doing that after he would ask why my arm was doing this or something, but he was moving it. And I'm like, you're doing that. And he's like, don't blame me for your problems.
My favorite times being with you is when we're laughing. Whether we're deliberately being silly, when things strike us as being silly or just when we laugh at the world around us.
You are both so warm and giving, and you're just incredible people. Happy 50th anniversary and many, many more.
I mean, let's discuss Marsha for a second. She has the biggest heart in the whole world. There's nobody that I know that had so much care and compassion for not only animals, but for people that were, everyone she knew, she touched, and everybody loved her.
Aunt Marcia, you can throw me in your pool anytime you'd like. I don't mind.
So Mom, what I learned from you, what I got from you as a mother was that divine feminine of compassion, of nurturing, and of love. And what that did for me in my life was it allowed me to have a very deep level of confidence in myself, but also a very deep level of caring for others.
I remember the first time that I met you, Mom, when I went on my first date with your son, Matt, and you were sitting at the kitchen table, and you were just very, very sweet and welcoming from the minute I met you.
I met Mom in 1994, and I got off the airplane in Islip, and I got out of the bathroom, and I saw Mom, and I was like, Mom! And it was a little unusual for her. I don't know, I just felt comfortable immediately.
Mid to late 80s, I met Marsha and the kids when they came to Phoenix, where I lived then. And it was a lot of energy in one motel room. And there was Marsha, just peaceful and calm and loving. I was so impressed.
Mom, you have this sense of celebrating, this way of celebrating everything and making life feel so special. The little things, the big things. You're so inclusive and loving and always make me feel safe with a sense of unconditional love and with such sweetness. It's truly remarkable. You threw the best birthday parties. 4th grade, for example, you baked everyone, all the kids there, a cake, their own cake that they got to decorate. We got to decorate with icing, many different colors of icing. You're so creative. I mean, an ordinary day with you was an extraordinary day, and it still is.
Marsha, I've always cherished our friendship, and I have learned so much from you. I can still see the two of us looking at Brian in his crib on the first New Year's Eve that we spent together, and you there helping me and making sure that he was okay, especially me as a new mom and helping me with a sick child.
What's the sweetest thing about Bubby that she does for you?
Whenever, there's something cool, but, I don't ask for it, she's like, and she sees me looking at it, she's like, do you want that? And I'm like, yeah, but it's really okay, you don't have to get it. And I'm like, you really don't have to. And she's like, I'll just get it. And then she does it. And then I'm like, I feel so bad for her that she buys everything for me and Michael.
She loves you guys.
The kindest thing that Bubby does is probably let me have some sugary things without my parents knowing.
What?
Yeah, I probably shouldn't be telling you this, Dad. But yeah, Bubby, I always ask her first and she lets me. And she's also, really sweet and awesome, and I just love being with her. And she usually always buys stuff from me and always thinks about me, and I really love it.
Really, the joyous memories are endless. Another happy memory with Mom, besides the birthday parties and the cake decorating. She would, when I was very little, she would dress me and put my overalls on. They were Oshkosh brand, and we would say Oshkosh for Josh. Just always made me feel so special, always silly and playful and safe and loving.
And Rick was very determined, and he's a very, very brilliant. And together they made a beautiful household, I should say. And they brought her 5 children that, like I said, that you couldn't get better. And I'm very proud to be his brother.
Uncle Monkey, you'll always be Uncle Monkey, no matter what.
So 26 years ago, I met Dad. It was the day after Russ and my first date. And immediately I felt comfortable, which is kind of unusual for me. So it was really cool.
One of the memories that is so special with you, Dad, is every day that when you would come home from work, the level of excitement that I would feel when I would see you, and then actually going upstairs with you and playing with you when you got home. And I remember you going into your drawer and the sound that the drawer would make when you'd pull it out. And I would say, "Did you get me anything today?" And you'd say, "Oh, let me see." And you'd pull out like those wax candy lips or some weird candy or some kind of toy, and you give it to me almost every day. And I thought you stopped every day on the way home to give me something and to get me something. And then I just remember playing and pretending that I wasn't in the room and I was out of space and all that stuff, and which I probably am in outer space more now than I used to pretend to be. And just what that meant, the fun and the excitement. And then wrestling with you too afterwards was always fun. Sorry if I jacked your back up all those years later, but very special memories for me from both of you.
And when I met you, Dad, I gave you tomatoes for the first time when we met, and you really, really appreciated that. And then as I learned more about you, it was actually very fitting because you eat very, very healthy all the time and love fresh produce.
Rick, as you know, our journey goes way back to 1970 when we first met at Baruch College. Two of us were just struggling to get through our advanced accounting course with Max the Axe Zimmering so we could get on with our real lives. Well, somehow, with a lot of luck, and I think we must have paid off the guy at the time, we got out of college, and you got married at the tender age of 20. And after a short stint of working in the city, you took a job out at Stony Brook, and shortly thereafter, I followed you. We had a great time working at Stony Brook, although handball was the preferable activity during the workday. We also had a good time riding around the campus on your motorbike until we got stopped by campus police for riding without helmets. We had all kinds of fun out here, but we had more serious things to do. We had to paint your house in the rain one day. That, of course, didn't work out as well as it could have. But after that, we got serious. We knew that we needed to make some self-improvement. So we found the S training. We changed our lives in all kinds of ways as a result of that. But that's not all we did. We came out to Stony Brook to raise a family, have children, and get on with life. And since then, we've had come a long way with all kinds of interesting experiences. And I'm still glad to say that we're still here to talk about it.
And Dad, your devotion to me, to the truth, to serving people, and your wisdom, and I feel like you've been such a teacher in my life, and a partner, and a guru, and a father, and so you guys have taught me so much. And what I was realizing as I was putting this video together is that what I was given from the two of you, and that beautiful combination of that divine feminine energy and the masculine energy and the structure and the discipline, what I got from you, I realized, is also my gift to the world and what I'm doing in my life. And I feel that this is what the world needs. And so I feel so humble and so lucky that what I received from the two of you, and what only the two of you could bring together in that unique way that you did, is what I am going to contribute to the world. So I thank you for that, and I appreciate it.
Rick, I spent my final 10 years of my career with you. And those adventures, well, hard to explain. They were challenging, they were interesting, they were enjoyable, and definitely unforgettable.
Dad, you have this great strength about you, this deep wisdom about you. You really infused my life with a strong sense of spirituality and a strong sense of self. You both have, but in different ways. You give me the sense that I can navigate whatever happens in life. with relative ease. Yeah, man, you're a father, you're a great teacher, wise man, a guru.
So I wish that I told you guys one thing, and I wish I told you that more, and I think I do a little bit, but what I really wish I told you was thank you. And I'm so appreciative for everything you've done for me and this world. And so I feel like I want to say thank you for the principles that you've given me in this world to have not only the confidence in myself, but to give love to other people and to realize that my time is precious and that I can do something with it that's bigger than me. So Mom, as you would talk to me every day about, you'd say do a mitzvah every day, do something for someone else. And you guys just distilled in me the principles for me now to be a happy person, for me now to live a life bigger than myself, for me to be feeling very comfortable and confident as a father or expecting father along the way, even though it's a little scary. But you guys have taught me the principles to live in this world in a happy and meaningful way. So I thank you for that. I wish I said thank you a little more, and just know forever, I'm forever grateful.
One thing I wish I said more, we say I love you a lot to each other every time we talk. We mean it and we appreciate it. So that's a beautiful thing to express that. If I said anything more, it could be thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I love you guys.
So it's a lifetime of great memories. I'm very grateful for everything you've ever given us. At different times in my life, I needed different things, and you're always there.
Thank you for being in our lives.
Thank you for showing up for us too, for letting us live here a couple of times now.
I like to acknowledge how grateful I am that I've had you in my life. You have treated me with nothing but such love, compassion, kindness, support as you do, everyone.
I appreciate the tremendous impact that you've had in my life and the inspiration that your relationship has had in my seeing the possibility for something so great and spectacular, and inspired me to find such an amazing woman in my life and create a family and something really, really special that you've imparted in my life, and so many things I can't even begin just to share in this short video of how you've just really influenced me in such a positive way and made such a tremendous positive impact in my life.
I just can't thank you enough for just being the most wonderful, incredible aunt and uncle you have been to us and to Adam and to Brielle. And we look forward to spending more and more time with you.
So thank you for all of the Eggo waffles and all of the summers and the weekends and all of the mentorship and the love and the joy and the example that you've given.
Thank you for being one of the main anchors of my life. I love you so much.
Thank you so much for sharing your love with all of us. And I hope you have many, many more years together.
Thank you for your friendship for the last 30 years. And you have always been there for me and my daughters. And I really, really appreciate it so much.
I love you, Bubby and Grandpa. Thank you for all that you do for us.
And I really love Bubby and Grandpa very much.
I love you both very much. Happy anniversary.
And we wish we could celebrate with you and just let you know how much you mean to us.
I want you to know how much I treasure and appreciate our friendship and all that you do for everyone. So I'm sending you much love, kisses, and hugs.
Happy anniversary.
Happy anniversary. Love you both.
We've had many laughs, and we love you both.
And I love you guys.
I love you both so much, and I think I've loved you from the moment I met you guys.
And love you both.
Happy anniversary.
Happy anniversary. We love you.
Happy anniversary. We love you.
Happy and healthy. We love you so much.
We wish you lots of joy, happiness, and good health now and in many, many years ahead. Love you both.
And I just want to wish them the happiest and healthiest 50th anniversary, and it's just absolutely beautiful to share that with them.
Your relationship, your support of each other, your love for each other, your enjoyment in just being together is such an inspiration to me.
You guys are an inspiration on so many ways.
Really, your marriage and your lives together is really something to aspire to. We thank you for inspiring us every day.
Well, Marsha and Rick, Mazel Tov on your first 50 years. May you continue to enjoy each other and your growing family. And I wish you good health, joy, prosperity, adventure, success, and every good thing.
Aunt Marsha and Uncle Rick, I wish you so many, many, many years more together of fun, of laughter, of joy, of love, and of just being.
Much love to you both. Mwah.
Wish you all the best.
Yes, you should only have many more happy anniversaries. And we also want to remember you for always being the ones that kept everybody together with those wonderful gatherings at your house. So many, many more happy returns of health and happiness and longevity. And we love you very much.
And we love you very much.
Happy anniversary. We love you so much.
Say we love you and happy anniversary.
Say, I love you.
Happy 50th anniversary!
Happy anniversary.
Happy anniversary!
What an important and amazing legacy you have from your marriage, the children and grandchildren, and they all are so special, and everything is thanks to the two of you and the wonderful life that you lived and have led and continue to live.
My hope and wish and desire for them is that they have 50 more years and are always surrounded by the love that they've given to everyone else.
I wish you guys a very happy anniversary. I love you. You're an incredible inspiration as a couple. Michelle and I see you guys and really look up to you, and the way that you still love each other, but the way that you still like each other too is pretty remarkable. So love you guys. Happy 50th. Here's to another 50 more, and I can't wait to celebrate with you soon and every day.
Happy anniversary.
Love you guys.
Love you.
Thank you.
And here's to the next 50.
And we just wish you 50 more years of love, health, happiness, and some more grandchildren.
Hey guys, congratulations. I'm so happy for you, and I'm so inspired. I'm also very honored that I was asked to be a part of this as well. I sat down and I just thought about the two of you together, how you always have each other's backs and how you have nothing but love and support radiating out of the two of you at all times. So when I sat down to think about what I could actually say, this is what came out. I may not always love you, but as long as there are stars above you, you'll never need to doubt it. I'll make you so sure about it. God only knows what I'd be without you. If you should ever leave me, though life would still go on, believe me, the world could show nothing to me. So what good would living do me? God only knows what I'd be without you. God only knows what I'd be without you.
So listen, my hope for you guys is maybe become a little bit more self-centered, maybe a little bit more focused on yourselves. For the next 50 years, let's say, plus, at least 50 years, my hope is that you continue to feel the magic that you have infused in all of our lives. You guys are the best. I love you so much. Happy anniversary. Happy 50th anniversary. Holy shit. I love you guys. I'll see you at the party. Mwah.